Alright, I don't know if you see that or not, but what that is this little light right here, up here. And the closer it gets, naturally the smaller, the further it gets, naturally the larger. And this is made, what they're actually made for is you drill a hole in the car door underneath. And it even comes with a drill bit. And you hook it up to your interior lights. So when you open the car door, the lights go on. So when you open the door, this would shine down on the street in front of you. So when you're getting out of the car, you have some type of light. Now they make them with just a light, different color lights. They make it Batman symbols, you know, all kinds of stuff. You know, dogs, cats, you know, you name it, they make it. Well, I was surprised when I seen this, you know, and like I say, that's no secret, so I don't mind, you know, showing it. Everybody knows what the Mason symbols are, all right, square and compasses. But basically that's it, you know, and I said, wow, check that out. I've never seen, first of all, I never seen anything really like that. I never seen anything that is detailed, all right, and a light coming out of just a little bit of a bulb. All right, there's that other train. All right, and like I say, if you bring it closer, it gets smaller, brighter, and so on. Now, last night I had it hanging on the floor, and it gave me a very legible and clean, clear 4-foot round circle. You know, so you can, like I say, you know, it doesn't have to be this. You can buy like anything. So if you have a hobby or something, you like cats, dogs, like Batman or whatever the case may be, or just a light, you know, I found these on eBay. I don't remember where though. I threw the envelope out, and I'm sorry I did. They came from China. All right, it took about 14 to 15 days to get here, but they got here. There was 2 of them. These, the more detailed, naturally, the more it cost. I think these cost me $24 for the pair, and it comes with the drill bit, all right, to fit. They go as low as 14 or 19. I don't remember. I'd be lying to you if I told you anything other. But at that point, like I say, if you're just looking for something different, or you want a night light, or you want something to shine on your ceiling at night, or something, you can have anything you want, just about. They had like 20 or 25 different patterns. I was just kind of surprised to find this one, so I grabbed it, you know, a pair. So and it's a lot brighter, naturally. You got sun coming in and things, so you're not seeing it, and it's full glory. All right, but it's definitely a nice novelty piece. So, but anyway, I took my test, rest of my testing today for the Coast Guard communications. So that's done. I'm turning off the power supply over here, so hold on a minute. Yeah, so I took that, so that's over and done with. So we're all set with that. And then now I just have to wait for my certificate to come in. And then and that's it, basically. No big deal. That's it. Done. All right. So there's the other one. Let me turn on the light. There's the other one. And there's the drill bit that it comes with. So like I say, you know, I thought it was a pretty neat idea. So anyway, I had the electrician. I told you I had him come out because of the coating, and I want to have everything done so that when the house is sold or goes on the market, I know everything is up to code. You know, I don't want anybody to get stuck. You follow me? If I got to spend a few $1,000s to get it right, well, that's what I want to do. I don't want anybody to come in and have to worry about it. All right? You know, that's just the way I am, the way I've been, and the way I always will be. So, but anyway, I had the electrician come in. He says to me, "There's not much wrong here," he says, "other than that part that I showed you with the wire." He said, "However, though, if there's a lot of stuff here you're not using, you may want to get rid of it. So when the inspector comes over, it doesn't give him something to think about or look at, you know, and like, well, where does this go, or what is this for? You know, we want to get him in, let him do his job, and let him get out. You know, we don't want to hear, well, get rid of all that and then call me back, you know, and that's sometimes the way they are. It all depends if they had lunch or not. So I had a lot of this wire because this was all feeding the 12-volt systems that I have in the house, as well as out here in the shop. But seeing that the batteries that were tied into my system finally crapped out, they just don't hold the charge at all anymore. Before they blow anything, I decided to just disconnect them. So now that they're disconnected, and I don't plan on spending another couple $1,000s to replenish them in this place, you know, because we're going to be moving, and I'll probably end up taking all that down and taking it with me anyway. It's only a couple hours work. I said, you know what? Let me take these wires out. I mean, there's no sense having them hanging around. And not only that, but this shit's expensive. You know, now I usually buy this stuff in the 250-foot roll. You know, and because it's, you know, the multi-stranded stuff, it's expensive. And the way copper is now, I mean, it just makes things worse. I've got 4 or 5 rolls over there on the shelf, you know, and they're like $200, $250 a roll, you know, for 250 feet. The number 4 gauge I have over there, I believe that cost me $125 for 100 feet. And I got some 2 gauge over there, which was $90 for 50 feet. So I mean, the shit's expensive. So you know what? I probably have 400 feet of this stuff run, you know, throughout the houses and the properties and things. So you know what? I'm not going to just let that go. There's nothing wrong with it. I've always put it inside conduit, you know, when it's underground, because if you're digging, I don't want to put a shovel through it. Even though it's only 12 volt, I still don't want to put a shovel through it because I don't want to ruin it or lose a connection someplace. So for that reason alone, I always put it in inside conduit or 1-inch PVC pipe, sometimes 2 or 3-inch PVC pipe, depending on how many I may want to put through at another time. So anyway, with that being said, that's kind of like where I'm at. So I'm going to start. Now I've already taken probably a couple 100 feet out already, which is over there and laying on the floor. And I just took this out. This is speaker wire, but sometimes I use it for power. You just got to remember to mark it so you know. But this was used for speaker, and this wasn't in the outside elements. However, it was in here where it got a lot of dust and dirt in the corner on the floor. So it's dirty, but if you look at it, you can see that the wire itself inside the jacket is good. Otherwise, you'd start seeing green in there and things and oxidation. So, but that's all good. I took this off. This was on the little back porch out there that I had the 12 volt because this also ran the alarm system and everything, and the lights that would come on and things in here, as well as other things on the outside of the garage. So I just connected all that, and I just hooked up one lead just to make sure everything was still working, and I just have it tied together right now so I can very easily disconnect it if I have to. So that's that. So I'm breaking everything down and neatening everything up so I don't have to worry about it. And again, take this with me because when we do move, I'm going to want to set up some type of a system in my new shop or barn, whatever it is I end up with. I probably won't do too much in the house. I may put maybe 1 or 2 plugs in the house when we move, so that if we do lose power and until I get the generator started, at least I would have some light in the house. And I will bring in a 12 volt source so that if we have to hook up something 12 volt, we could. So, you know, like I say, maybe 2 or 3 110 plugs and maybe 2 12 volt plugs, you know, in throughout the house just to have it. But the garage will be more so, and the part of the garage or the barn, whatever we end up with, my shop, that's where I'll also build my Radio Shack. I'll put a little corner close it off, and that there, so the the solar and the wind turbine will be mainly for running the extra power or emergency power in the garage. So, but again, you can always use this. I mean, this is the stuff I use when I'm running my stuff in the vehicles, you know, in 4 gauge and 2 gauge. Now I still have probably, how much time do I have? Okay, I still have 130 feet of 4 gauge, both red and black, underground, that I got to pull out, because I'm not going to leave that there, that's for sure. So, alright guys, anyway, I'm done boring you with just some bullshit. Like I say, some of this is, I guess the kids can see it, and, you know, it's open for everybody, or I won't be putting it on YouTube. I do appreciate your comments. I appreciate you putting up with my bullshit videos, and like I say, sometimes you can learn by them. I was talking about this. If you didn't know about electricity and those boxes and the wires and the gauge, that kind of helps you out. But other than that, that's it.